Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Chris with M7 Metalworks. This is part 2 of 3, the Lincoln Idealarc 250 welder restoration. We'll actually finish the restoration in this video, but we'll do the leads and do some welding in the third video, so stay tuned for that. Enjoy the video. Now that we've cleaned it off, so as you can see, these gears are all nice and clean now. I've just used a little WD-40, a little bit of a wire brush. It's just a small, like almost like a toothbrush really. And then I've wiped the inside of it down. Just got a lot of the dust. Just a lot of dust on this thing. And I want to minimize the dust because, and you do too on your equipment, because if not, that dust acts as an insulator, and it can cause this thing to get a little warmer than it should. I even wiped the wire, or this copper band and the aluminum band wires. I actually wiped these clean as well, so that they've got some cooling ability as well. So next thing we're going to do, I'll end up putting a little bit of lube on this. Now the book calls for a graphite type lube, and I have a graphite lube, so I'll just put regular grease on that, and that'll be sufficient. I'll actually maintain the equipment yearly, so periodically I'll pull that thing off and clean it. Now back here, I've already pulled the fan off and I've cleaned it. It did not look like it had a lot of stuff on it, but it actually had a lot of dust caked onto the propellers, which will throw that thing off balance. So now I'm going to remove this fan. It's just a simple little process. There's two little bolts here, one here and one on the other side. So I'll take that off, and then I'll just kind of clean this up, and then I'm going to actually take a little oil and just run it down that shaft and see if I can get a little bit of oil down in there. I imagine that's a sealed bearing, but anything I can do to prolong the life of that little fan would be nice. And then I've also used a little wire brush, and I've kind of cleaned up these aluminum. These are heat sinks for your diode, for your rectifier. And so again, you want to get all that dirt and stuff off of there as best you can. So I'll just continue to do a little bit of cleaning. I won't videotape all of this. Pretty simple, pretty cut and dry stuff. Okay guys, so this is the fan. It's got a little plastic thing on here that if you pull that up, you can actually clean it out. I just blew it out with the compressed air, and then I put a little bit of oil, some very light oil. This is what I use in my pneumatic tools. There is the, so freeze that if you need it, if you need to, and that way you can get the right fan for this. Alright guys, the switch has been cleaned up. I've gotten rid of a lot of the grime and the grit. I've cleaned out these areas right here. These are the contacts that slide. So when you flip the switch, those slide. So I've put some dielectric grease in those little areas so the switch is really, really smooth now. It snaps right into place. Hey guys, this is Chris. If you want to see this welder in action, stay tuned for part 3 where I make some leads. I actually solder the lugs on the ends of the leads, and we'll see this baby in action welding some actual steel. Thanks for watching.